Hello, and welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. If you see a couple of months missing, that's because something went wrong with my recording of the previous episode that I recorded. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. Mostly some one-on-one cruiser fights and a DD fight that dragged on for a bit too long. Basically what happened was the game crashed a bit, got the Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts stopped working thing popped up, and then it went away after a second or two. So I just figured, hey, I'm just gonna keep playing. But that made OBS, my recording software, made it very unhappy. So from there on out, it was just a black screen. So while I was playing and talking to myself. Anyway, we're back. It's November 1921. Economical situation is not very good. We are losing a lot of transports, but a bit less now than a couple of turns ago. It's starting to rein things in. We got a peace treaty with Russia. Got like 90 million or something out of it, not much. Also a peace treaty with Britain, or that might have been in the episode before that, I don't quite remember, but we're still at war with France, Japan and Spain. The thing with Spain is they don't really have many surface ships. I think they've got a couple stashed away somewhere, but they've got a lot of submarines, which is very annoying. And without surface ships, there's no way for me to gain a lot of victory points. So they've been gaining some victory points over me from submarines and stuff, and just killing transports. So they're technically winning by less than 200 victory points, but I offered them a peace treaty. I am blockading them, so they should accept. I'm just not very interested in fighting their 80-something submarines. But we're still at war with France and with Japan. And by the way, I encountered the Mogami class light cruiser that the Japanese Navy has been building a lot of. And it's not my Mogami class light cruiser, it's just another ship with the same name. It's not that great, but they do have very long range torpedoes, because that's the technology I've been feeding them the most of, and that they've also been prioritizing. I gave away a couple more free technologies to the different nations. China and Spain are lagging quite a bit behind. Anyway, we're gonna fight some French DDs with the Graf Spee and a DD of our own. And then I think we nah, my construction capacity is kind of full. But I do want to design a new DD in the not too distant future, because I've got the double turrets now. And with double turrets, or twin turrets, whatever you want to call them, well, you basically double your firepower. They weigh a little bit more, but they're still only 5-inch guns, so it's not as if it's a huge weight cost, but they take up a lot less space than if you would just double the amount of single barrel turrets. Okay, let's get these French DDs. So my V-32 is aggroing all their torpedoes. And I was trying to get my own torpedoes on target. Could not really avoid that one. I did score a torpedo hit, so it's not like completely for nothing. And now the Graf Spee is just ready to kill. The V-32 wasn't even that badly damaged. 87% structural, which is all that matters for repairs. So it's gonna be ready again next month. And what it did was actually pretty useful. It baited a lot of torpedoes. Okay, you're all out. And you're sinking. Alright. Another little victory. Excuse me. Another little victory in our growing collection of little victories. Because the challenge now in the current version of the game, 1.3.8 repaired, is that the AI just sends so many tiny little task forces all over instead of focusing in fewer larger task forces. They don't really keep any ships around their home area either. So Japan still has some decent task forces though, and that's why I'm sending this group out into the Arabian Sea, because that's where I'm losing the most transports, and I'm hoping I will be able to encounter some larger enemy task forces on the way. Alright, let's hit next turn. And let's pay close attention to what the AI researches. Because they should be able to research something. course, the log scrolls past so fast that it's kind of hard to keep track. But luckily, I am recording it. Peace signed with Spain. Mm, 500,000. Okay. That's basically nothing. But, you know, it was a stalemate. That's not a mistake. It was 11 months of basically nothing. That sounds about right. West Indian Ocean. Mexico wants to buy a DD, not right now. Alright. Has that made any change to my army logistics? Last turn it was at 29%. Now it's up at up to 50. How much? Okay. So transport losses has gone down by 20 million. How can we reduce it before this reduces my my money? That's the question. Yeah, a lot of these nations just don't like me very much. That's okay. Let's see. Everyone is like allied with someone. Let's see if I can make friends with Spain. Because I do not want to fight their 80 submarines. Okay, you're just sending your battleships home? See if we can do something with this submarine here. Is that a French fleet? 1DD, okay. Now let's try and intercept. That's one light cruiser. Alright. Okay. And we also have this formation. Okay, DDs are running out of fuel. So we're just gonna move them close to this colony here and try and get them refueled. This is still at 0%. Even though I am outnumbering the enemy by a lot. Let's try and intercept this force. All right, let's go next turn. Let's go 1922. Center party won again. There we go. That's pretty much what I wanted. Actually, what I want the most is a big battle with Japan, so I can farm some victory points. Low fuel. Okay. So basically my DDs are useless in this battle. Except for the V-24. Which does have fuel. So it can be my scout. I can see there are smoke screens. And they are also on low fuel. on low fuel. So many torpedoes incoming. Think I can avoid. Let's send some back. Don't think they hit anything. Let's just turn the guns on. Not that I really need the tiny pea shooter guns on the DD that much. The battle cruisers are doing most of the work, all of the work. Yeah, if your DDs are on low fuel, just send them home. Having them run around at what, 20 something knots is basically just suicide. Let's find some more. I can see more smoke. And they're certainly not capable of running anywhere. Without fuel. All right. Torpedoes away. Are they gonna hit anything? I think so. Oh, one of them did. Oh, ouch. That was not needed. And that was it. Now, hopefully, I can get some kind of peace treaty with the French, because I now think I've got some victory points. It's not a huge amount. West Indian Ocean, that's where I lose the most transports. Let's see. My logistical army and economy and stuff. It's down to 29% again. Transport losses is down another 20 million, so it is improving, just not fast enough. Let's have them briefly move into port. I should be getting resupplied just by staying near it, but it didn't seem less if that actually happened. These guys also actually have to get into port because fuel is low. You just slipped past me. And what do we have here? It's the Graf Spee again versus one of these Mogami class cruisers. Should be possible to win. It's got to be careful of those torpedoes because they've got a 12 point something kilometer range. There we go. You are not running. I'll reduce speed a bit. And I'm thinking they haven't launched torpedoes yet, because it's kind of a restricted angle with those underwater launchers. Oh, and besides I destroyed all the torpedoes. Alright. But yeah, 21-inch torpedoes with a 12.7 kilometer range. How fast are they? 46 knots. Yeah, that's pretty scary when they don't blow up aboard the ship. There we go. I'm not over limit. That's very nice. Come on. Yeah, let's just move them out here. Yeah, technically beating the Japanese, but send out some cruisers to the West Indies. Not West Indies, West Indian Ocean, which is not the West Indies. Oh, the Frankfurt is finished. Yeah, transport losses are being reduced, but not fast enough. How are we doing on research? Because I could reduce my tech budget. For a couple of turns. Let's refocus the big guns. Destroy the sign in 2 months. Mark 4 2-inch guns. Longer range torpedoes, very nice. And this is... yeah, those armed merchant cruisers. And that was, yeah, anti-burning stuff. Dreadnought 4 and 5, alright. Yeah, so reducing tech budget to 0 is an option. It's one I might have to take in a couple of months. Of course, it would only be temporarily. Yeah, Spain and China are still behind on technology even after I gave them a bunch of free stuff. Or, well, what I did was I moved some of their research progress up to 99%. But I also noticed that they had a tech budget of 0. So it's probably still at 99%. But yeah, they're also... China is actually growing, and so is Spain, because the blockade ended. British economy is shrinking by 11% a year. Mine is still growing a teeny tiny bit. It does look like I'm slowly taking some stuff from France in Africa. But alright. Yeah, we're gonna click next turn and see what happens if we get any battles. That's the Sachsen. Where's the fourth? I had 4 of those. There it is. The Eitel Friedrich. Kind of risky sending it alone, but I just wanted to link up with the rest of the fleet. There we go. Now we can click next turn. And we now have a meeting. which typically means a rather large battle. So hopefully it's with one of those large Japanese task forces. It is, but it's by one of my my tiny task forces. Tate class battlecruiser, Haruna. Lots of these. These are not even the Mogamis. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Cyan class light cruiser. And lots of DDs. Yeah, I want these ships to link up before actually fighting the Japanese, but let's go. Let's try to just sink as much stuff as possible, and then get out alive. To hopefully get some kind of a peace treaty with Japan. A peace treaty involving some money as war operations. These have been in combat before, so they're not fully stocked up on ammunition, but they seem to not be running too low either. So yeah, it should work. Other than, of course, torpedoes, their only real threat is the Haruna, their battlecruiser. Okay, the enemy task force is on low fuel, at least some of the ships. I'm assuming the DDs are too. Yeah, that's a battlecruiser, alright. Which is my design. So I guess that's pretty cool with the enemy shells coming in. That's a heavy cruiser. possibly light. Yeah, like their battlecruiser is one of their starting 1908 designs. It shouldn't be too powerful, but still a pretty decent design. Yeah, just slapped the Bavaria a little bit. I got 6-kilometer torps. Now you're gonna focus on the Haruna. And it's this stuff again. Finish off that DD, yes, very nice. Bavaria, you're detaching and going home. Not sure if the Bavaria is gonna make it. You two are gonna detach. You're just gonna follow. Thought. detach, follow. Yeah, Sachsen not really being too effective against the Haruna. Can you at least focus it? Yeah, Bavaria's gonna sink. Bavaria went down. Let's see, AP. It's going at 16 knots because of the lack of fuel. It's actually helping it get that accuracy bonus. There we go. Finally some decent hits. If the Sachsen can just take care of the Haruna, I can bring my cruisers back into the fight. That disappeared in the smoke. Finish off this probably a light cruiser. DD. Get a couple of good direct hits, and it should be toast. There we go. Let's get the DDs first, because easy kills. And also torpedo threats. This would have gone so much easier if I'd only been able to combine those battlecruiser task forces first and have more than just one. Preferably one of the Eitel Friedrichs too, with the 13-inch guns. More flooding on Haruna, which is also running out of AP ammo. I would very much like to sink the Haruna before ending this. Revenge for sinking the Bavaria. But first things first, the DDs are coming closer. Actually have the heavy cruisers focus on the DDs. really racking up the damage, which is nice. Granted, most of these ships are fairly inexpensive compared to the Bavaria. But if we can just sink enough of them, should be able to get quite a few victory points out of this. Which is ultimately the goal here. There we go, you are dead. 2 more AP shells. Now just HE left. Which is decent enough against light cruisers. Yeah, Izumi is gonna sink, I'm pretty sure. Switch the main guns to the Kashimiyari. The light cruiser actually did not sink. And Sachsen is now completely out of ammo. It's probably time to run away. Yeah, Limburg and Mecklenburg are also completely out of ammo for the main guns. So close to getting the Izumi. I think if I'd kept my last couple of salvos on her before changing targets, might have been able to sink it. Secondaries on Limburg are actually taking quite a little bit of toll on the enemy ships. Yeah, almost 7,000 with the 5-inch guns. It's not too terrible, but we're gonna end it. It's not a huge victory, because we didn't sink the Haruna, and so many of their light cruisers got away, and we lost the Bavaria. But it's a victory. Yes, agree. Well, that's the remains of that formation. We're gonna move home to Haichao. And these are gonna move here, ready to intercept if there is no peace treaty. These are still refueling. %26 now, okay. So, we're gonna reduce that. Although transport losses have it's continuing to decrease, so something. Yeah, here's what it looks like when you put your research budget to 0. But we're just gonna have to bear with it for a short while. Danzig and Bassard finished in 1 month. Now, yeah, no, that's the end of the episode, I think. Next, we're gonna design a new DD, and we're gonna do some refits, and we're gonna see what happens with this whole messy situation. I should have reduced my my tech budget a couple turns ago. Would have saved quite a lot of money. Well, anyway, goodbye and take care.